Hi everyone.
Hi.
We're going to be learning how to shape our nails, and then we're going to be painting them. I have some really thick nails. My nails also grow really long. It freaks people out. Some people are quite judgmental about that, but
It is what it is.
when I first started college, I went to college to play guitar. And one of the things about learning guitar in college is that you have to play classical guitar. And classical guitar requires finger picking. But not just any finger picking. You have to strum the strings with your fingernail. Your fingernails can't be too long, but they can't be too short.
Yeah, because
So
then
you
you can't catch the...
have to actually legitimately grow out your nails. And a problem that I had back then was I used to bite my nails. I had a bad habit of biting my nails. So in order to overcome my bad habit, I had to ignore that my nails exist.
I used to have a nail biting problem, but I grew out of it.
We're gonna be filing our nails. I'm gonna use an emery board. I know a lot of people, they go to nail salons. Something that really bothered me is when I was learning about how to shape my nails with the emery board, I learned the one thing you did not want to do was constantly go back and forth the way you're doing.
Yeah?
Because that creates a lot of extra friction and heat. And for people who have fragile nails like you, that can cause your nail to splinter and fracture. So a lot of what I was suggested to do when I first started shaping my nails was to take your finger and run it through once and then just switch sides and just kind of gradually do it to build up the shape of the nail. So because I learned that, I have some hesitancy accepting Dremels being used on nails. Because Dremels are this really fast tool that grinds the nail down.
Don't they normally use...
And the person on the other side of the table, because I've seen this, they'll wear a face mask while they're doing it. But I don't know, maybe someone out there knows something about Dremels that are used by people in nail salons, but I'm not sure I like them. So what I'm basically doing is I'm just taking on the underneath and I'm basically shaping it until it's flat on the bottom. Now this is of course for, guitar picking, specifically in mind. But you want just enough nail, not too much nail. Obviously I have too much nail, but you want just enough nail and just a little bit of skin to give it that good ring. But you want it flat because you don't want your nail to catch the string.
Yeah, you don't want to get underneath it. See, because normally when I clip my nails down, I'll file them just a little bit to round off the edge a little better so it's not so jagged from how the fingernails had clipped them.
Right. And this is a really thick grit, so it's very abrasive. So it's really meant to just do the initial grinding.
And then you'd round it off more finitely with a lesser grit.
Yeah.
Or is it more grit?
I think it's more grit, actually.
Yeah, right.
So we're actually going to be doing something a little unusual, but it's a trade secret amongst guitar players. So any guitar players out there who play classical guitar, you are about to see something that might make you weep with joy. The trade secret is to take some really fine sandpaper
that you can find at your local hardware store.
And basically just rub your nail into it back and forth. It makes this awful squeaking noise, and it
does wonders.
It is not pleasant feeling, but the results are very nice. Your nail feels nice and smooth. That's what provides the clear sound whenever you're playing guitar. My instructor would actually encourage me to carry around a small sheet of this sandpaper so that whenever I was bored, had nothing better to do, if I couldn't practice guitar, I could sandpaper my nails, get that nice polish in there. All right, you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Just basically take that nail in there, and then with your other finger,
pinch on the...
Yeah, pinch and apply pressure around the nail, and then just get the edges of your nail to squeak up against that sandpaper. Hear that squeak?
I'm trying to find the squeak. That's doing work.
It is not pleasant.
It does make your nail feel really smooth afterward.
It does. It really looks. It's really
so
nice.
Weird.
It's an interesting trade secret. Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell anybody.
You'll have the best looking nails of anyone, and people will be like, "How'd you do that?"
Oh, it's a secret.
You know, if you're a guitar player you know what another guitar player looks like, because one hand will be short nails and the other hand will be like these interestingly shaped curved nails that just kind of like ever so slightly extend past the finger. And then there's me. My nails are just long all the time. I hear
Got
the
it.
squeak.
I got it. It took me till my final nail to figure out how to do it for myself.
So my nails are still quite long, but except this one. This one's actually probably the, well, no, it probably needs to be slightly bigger if it's gonna play guitar, but
You just push the nail in there and then find the squeak zone.
yeah, because you want the underneath to get sanded as well, because that's the part that's gonna actually play the guitar. And I know I'm using the guitar player aspect here, but that's because that's something I can relate to rather easily, especially with shaping nails. That's where my knowledge set lies.
Yeah.
But anyone should be able to shape their nails just because they want to. I mean, unless that reason is to murder someone. But
via their nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's not.
I want to werewolf claw somebody.
Yeah, I don't think this is the process for doing that. Not that I'm advocating for people to do that, but I'm just saying, if you want to shape your nails, if you want to paint your nails, if you want to learn how to take care of your nails, you're not assigned something the moment you're born into what you're allowed to be interested in.
So
these are your really itty bitty tiny nails.
my tiny baby hands.
And then these are my still quite long nails.
So you can see
But
my
they're
nails
not
just
nearly as long,
barely
as they
hanging over
usually
the
are.
tips. Yeah, and then you have actual like length to the tips of yours.
So you're gonna pick this color right here?
Yep. So my experience in painting nails is minimal, if not nothing.
Well, just to let you know, and everyone else know, I am very aware that you need to first put a primer on your nails before you put on the nail polish.
But we're not gonna do that.
But we're not going to do that because A, you're not allowed to keep your nail polish on you.
Well, I mean, I could
for
probably get away with it now.
But let's assume that they are going to be sticklers.
Yeah.
You want to be able to take your nail polish off rather fast. So we're going to just do it without the primer, and we're going to do it without a top coat. Top coat is basically what protects the nail polish from being removed. Don't be afraid to do more than one layer because it comes on rather thinly.
Yeah, it does.
You don't want it to be too thick. Or it comes out in big, ugly globs. Nail art channels, they really know how to make it look pretty.
See, I don't know.
Me, this is pretty ghetto setup and everything.
Well, they got those big old ring lights that they throw on their tables to shine down across their nails to make it look
And like a
extremely
camera
bright
that's
and
on a
noticeable.
boom arm right above them.
Moon chairs are also probably not the best chairs to be sitting in when trying to do this,
Probably not.
because you're trying to be as stable as possible so you don't get nail polish on your fingy.
The worst part for most people, I have a friend specifically who says that she hates wearing nail polish because she does not like waiting for it to dry. She feels so useless because she can't use her hands. And I understand that feeling. Now they have new UV lights and nail polish that reacts to it, that dries almost instantly.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I'd like to try that. That looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, look at that hand.
Yeah, we did something.
It's looking good.
I'll have to straighten up the sides of it.
And of course, you know, if you were going for something perfect, we'd of course have used primer, and then we use top coat to protect it after this layer dries. But that's it. It's basically just going to be this layer only, and it looks
And
how it
maybe
looks.
a second layer, maybe.
Another thing that people like to do is they like to cut back the cuticles.
Yeah, cuticle
I'm
cutters.
keeping
I've seen those.
mine on right now because I don't want to take them off. The feeling of cutting them, well, the feeling of pushing them back is very uncomfortable. I'd rather just cut them off.
You gotta be careful when you're cutting your cuticles, though.
Gotta be careful.
You could cut your hand. Well, your fingy, not your hand.
You could cut yourself. Well, I forgot how this feels when it goes on.
It makes your like fingertips feel colder. You can feel the.
Yeah, it's so weird because like there's not really nerves attached to it, but you can tell that something is going on it. And it makes your nails feel heavier. Here's one thing I know for sure though. I like that fingernail polishing is a thing that exists for women specifically. It's something that they don't do for the attention of men.
They more so do it for
They do it for themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, how many guys, unless you're also a guy, look at your nails and go, oh, wow, what a nice color. You know? Like, no guy is ever, quote-unquote, impressed by a girl's nails.
Yeah.
I have yet to see a single comment in any video ever about a guy going, oh, man, she's got some nice nails. You know?
Like, them some pretty nails.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. And maybe some girls will be like, oh, your nail polish is really nice. But I don't even see girls complimenting each other for their nails. I think
Or at
it's
least
just,
not frequently enough.
Yeah, and just not frequently enough. I honestly think it's a very relaxing hobby that you can do for yourself. And I know nail art channels exist, but I think it's just like an idea machine. I like that they're able to have a hobby for themselves, that they can just do something and not have it questioned. Because, you know, most times if they put on makeup and stuff, the usual question is, ooh, who are you putting that all together for? But with nails, it's different. It's one thing that they can do that they 100% don't have to back up and say, well, it's for me. People just assume it's for them. Which is nice. And, yeah, that's one hand kind of done.
Kind of.
But, you know, this is not us trying to do it perfectly. It's just to kind of do.
Just do,
like
because
we
fun.
said earlier, nails are usually something that you do for yourself. It's a relaxation hobby. Unless it's not relaxing for you, then you probably don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do an accent nail. I'm disappointed in myself.
An accent nail?
Yeah, you should try an accent nail.
What does that mean?
Well, Sammy has always, charismatic Sammy, she's always taught me the importance of the accent nail. It's basically where you pick a finger on your hand and you paint it a different color. Sammy usually picks her middle, or ring finger, actually.
Yeah, that sounds like
I think that's a pretty common one to pick. But I kind of like that you're picking your pinky.
I think it's fun.
I think it's
to do something
different. Yeah,
just be different.
Yeah, I saw that mistake right there.
Yep, hit some skin.
Hit some skin.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Look at those hands.
We're definitely going to do a second coat for the gray. Because you can see through my nails on a couple of them.
But how was the experience so far for you? Did you enjoy that?
I get what you mean by it's calming. Even though I know I don't know what I'm doing, I just take it as is and enjoy the moment. Makes me not think about anything else.
Yeah.
And just simply do.
It might not make you think about anything else because you're worried about touching something while they're drying.
Right? I'll have to think about everything that I'm doing here in a moment.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end. We painted our nails. Nail painting can be done by anyone for any reason. Just have fun with it.
Just have fun with it.